how one piece supports the other to create a structure.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, excuse me. Yeah, the camera did not. Can you start again?
It's okay, no problem.
Yeah.
You're so cute.
We want to get your picture. Yeah. Presentation on the video. Go ahead. Yeah, when he tells.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
Alright. So our team name is the Cliffhangers. I'll start off talking about the tower, which is to your left, right? Just kidding. To your
Right.
left.
Right. That way.
Left. It's there. Just
Oh, it's a left.
And so the tower represents a mountain. This idea is inspired by the Eiffel Tower and the Leaning Tower of Pisa. As you know, both of these, the Eiffel Tower and the Tower of Pisa, they're both world-renowned monuments, all structured by great architects. So we decided to take inspiration from them because part of being a leader means having inspiration and then incorporating that into your work. The tower shows us how one piece supports the other to create a structure. This is almost like a government system where each person in the government contributes, even the civilians. Like in life, when you have to build on each personality one by one. So metaphors and everything's incorporated into the tower. And now we'll move on to our mascot.
Okay, we chose this mascot, which was the guy rock climbing, and that's how we got the idea of the name Cliffhangers. Well, we realized that both rock climbers and leaders have things in common. Like, I think this represents leadership because, well, both of them have to be able to think on their feet. Like rock climbers, if they get stuck in a situation, they have to be able to get out of it, just like leaders. If they get stuck in a situation, they need to be able to find their way through. And we also think that rock climbers also have to take risks, just like leaders. They won't succeed if they can't take a little bit of risk. So this is why we chose this structure as our mascot.
And next we will be talking about the story behind our mascot and the tower.
So there once was a person, he went to the leadership camp as same as us. He met a lot of people and got inspired by the speakers. He has always wanted to rock climb. So he started climbing the rocks near the camp one day, and almost suddenly he was hanging on a cliff. He was so tired he couldn't climb anymore. He was drained so bad he was losing grip of his fingers. He felt like he was going to fall. Then he remembered the sessions from the camp. He remembered the time when a speaker told to believe in himself and chase his dreams to make a change. Suddenly, he felt powerful once again. It was like energy was in every part of his body. He started climbing with renowned energy, strategically scaling every inch of the mountain. When he reached the top, people who he was fundraising for was showering him with praises. Suddenly, everyone heard a scream. The climber fell down into the chasm of death. At least, he died a leader.
Oh my
Cliffhangers.
And so that's quite the story that represents everything that we've learned and how that can be applied to real life. Now we'll just debrief quickly what we learned in a few key points.
Okay, so what we learned in the past 2.5 days is no dream is impossible if you can persevere it with true passion. And being a good role model and being an inspiration by taking charge of their actions and setting feasible and realistic goals, so not over-exaggerating, and ability to achieve results while working in a team, cooperating and equally respecting teammates and their diversity, and finally, being an active member of the community, recognizes all talents in the group, and if you want to be a good leader, you need to step out of your comfort zone and be successful.
So that's quite a nice insight and summary of what we have learned this past weekend. And the qualities of a leader is also something that we need to note. So,
As well as knowing what we learned and about leaders, we also need to know what makes up a good leader. Some traits of a good leader are they're patient, helpful, dedicated, loyal, and passionate towards the people that they lead and towards the goal that they're achieving or trying to achieve.
The end.
and that is all of your race. Thank you very much for your time.
Why am I after this?
So, as we asked all the other groups, how did you guys distribute the tasks evenly within your group?
As a team, like a bridge. So it is known that the triangle is the strongest structural form. Just like that, our group worked like a triangle.
Yeah.
Yes.
So basically what this metaphor means is that each person was, while on edge, trying to take risks and add new ideas to the pool of ideas that made up the bridge, the tower, and our poster. Each person was also supporting the other people as well. So that's a very simple analogy. Yeah.
How did you guys attempt to engage the unmotivated members at times?
Well, there weren't any unmotivated people at times because people always had a role to do. And if there was free time, they would help other people finish the roles that they had left. So there was no free time. No time wasted.
Yeah, we were always hanging on the edge like a cliffhanger.
Nice. And if you guys could do anything differently now, what would it be?
Taller?
Yeah.
Nice. John.
The creativity of your ideas and your building through everything you have learned and through your story and involving your mascot was very, very good. I just have a question that is this the learning, everybody's learning or one person's learning where you have written what did everybody put their idea?
Yes.
Okay.
Even though we had one scribe, each person was contributing what they had learned. So it's a pool of ideas.
It's a cool.
Yes.
And I just have one really quick question as well. Why did you guys choose to have the ending that someone dies?
Cliffhangers.
Oh my god. That was interesting, yeah.
Are there any further questions from you?
I was just wondering, could you not think about a positive ending to your story?
Actually, the ending was quite positive, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Since it was a story, it's all actually metaphorical. Not all times does the hero survive. So, and as our narrator mentioned, the hero died a leader, so people actually remember him throughout generations. And so, yeah, that was the point.
Can I get a picture of yours? Please, both of you. More. Oh.
Sure. You know,
Maybe the judges. Before you do the grading of towers, you should see the towers.
okay, how is Johnny positive?
Smile! Oh, smile. What they do? See, exactly, smile!
The Leaning Tower of Pisa had
pass the poster first? Thank you.
She did all the talking. She's the only one that did anything other than
Go ahead.
Hello. So, my name is Ashi.
My name is Ryan.
My name is Audrey.
I'm Sagar.
My name is Utsu.
And we'd like to present to you the Winter Soldiers. So to start off our presentation, we're going to have Ryan tell you our story about our Winter Soldier. Then Utsav is going to talk about our dedication and how we had divided our work. And then Sagar is going to talk about
What we learned.
And then I will describe to you the implications with our tower. And Ashi is going to tell you, hopefully, and answer your questions. Yes.
Ryan, okay, you good?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Start off with Ryan.
Okay, so on a cold winter's day, there was the Winter Soldiers climbing Mount Steep. Thunder clouds quickly filled the sky, storming with electricity. Now they were scared of the thunder, so they screamed, "Let's get out of here!" and skied down Mount Steep. When they got down, they saw a forest and trees and saw snowflakes coming down. They realized that they were safe and everything will be all right. When the soldiers reached the coffee shop, they reached to grab the door handle when suddenly 5 of the 6 Winter Soldiers were hit by lightning and died. The last one was then named the Winter Soldier.
Alright, so basically for work, what we did, we distributed everything equally. Everybody was doing everything properly, and we had no conflicts. Me and Ryan did the poster, and Ashi and everybody else also helped with the title. I was rolling up the papers, the newspapers for the tower, and Sagar was constructing, so was Ashi, and so was Sally.
And we all did everything.
We
Yeah,
all
we
had,
just-
throughout last night and today, we all were constantly pitching ideas to each other, whether it was for the poster or especially the tower, and where we could stabilize it or add more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone had a task to complete.
Yeah, nobody was working more than anybody, and nobody was working less than anybody, so that was good.
Sagar, can you tell us about what we learned throughout this journey?
So we all had loads of fun while building the tower.
What's supposed to look like a tower?
It's supposed to look like a tower. It was standing about till the curtain yesterday. We were all really pumped yesterday, and today everything went down, literally. And
Due to complications.
due to certain complications. And we had, lots of fun, and we all split doing this, and we really worked together really well. And like none of us had really met each other before the camp, except me and Ashi and Sadri. We never met him before, and we all became pretty good friends while making this.
Yeah, we did.
And
Just to draw a connection with the story and what we've learned. So the ending was that 5 of the 6 Winter Soldiers were hit by lightning and died, but the last one was then named the Winter Soldier. We wanted to point that out because say that in your team, there's 6 of you and suddenly all 5 like complications happen, then there's always that motivation in you which would strive for you to keep going and end up being like a winter soldier when you're a leader. And for all of us, what we've learned throughout the camp, basically was summarized by the rest of the groups, but to reiterate some key points that we thought really hit us hard were teamwork and commitment, because that's what this project was about for us. For us, it was about working together and figuring out ways that we can overcome obstacles together, and we are one team, and we function like one too. So the implications of Tower, as you can see, were not exactly the results we wanted to achieve. By last night, it was standing pretty tall, and we were thinking of extending with the straws and adding another roll to the top to make it taller. The problem we had was one of the rolls in the middle was a little bit thinner. Our idea basically was to go thicker from the bottom and go up thinner, so it would be kind of like a triangle formation. But the one of the rolls in the middle was a little bit thinner, so it was wobbling a little bit. And today when we added the top part, it sort of created more pressure in the middle one, which caused it to collapse a little bit.
It was constantly bending since it was so delicate. And since it got.
But I think through these implications, we did learn a lot about how to make a stable structure, on how, and if we were to do this again, I think we'd definitely be able to do a better job.
Yeah. Yeah. And also one thing I noticed that kind of related from the mascot and like skiing, I guess a skier always tries to he never will hit an obstacle. He'll always go around them. So I guess a leader also just passes through each obstacle and doesn't let anything get to him.
Or her.
Or her, yeah. Both.
Who said that?
Thank you.
Good job, guys.
Good job. So yeah, you guys did a really good job answering the questions that I previously asked other teams. So good job. So how did you guys come up with this concept of the Winter Soldier?
I was inspired by Captain America Civil War, or the one right before it. It was called the Winter Soldier, and I was like, hey, skiing, Winter Soldier.
And we had our creativity again and created
yeah.
a story out of it.
That's a really good story concept. Thanks.
Anything else?
Yeah, if you had, yeah, the same your question. If you had more time, what would you do?
Oh yeah, yeah. So if you guys had more time, what would you do?
Fix it.
Fix it?
Yeah, I think we'd probably
go back
Yeah.
to the center, the base where it was thin.
Like yesterday, our base was super pretty. Like even right now, it's still pretty pretty. Like the bottom's strong.
We had the right idea.
We kind of had a TV
but
idea.
yeah, we had the right idea, but we could have worked on the little minor details in the middle. Could have adjusted that a little bit.
Yeah.
And you guys already answered this question, but I guess a variation of it would be, if you did have an unmotivated member, how would you guys engage that member?
The reason there would be an unmotivated member would be that they wouldn't find anything to do. And in that case, we'd probably tell them, oh, do you mind helping us with this? Or there's this thing left to do. So, and all of us were such team members that we knew if we needed help, we would jump right in. We wouldn't ask any questions about it.
And we feel like with the tower, especially since it was kind of a time frame, especially today, nobody was left with doing nothing, and even if they were, nobody was afraid.
We were scrambling all over that area all day today.
Everyone felt, we had the same feelings going through us, and it helped us form
We had lightning going through us.
And this project definitely made us bond a lot.
Yeah.
Good. Very good.
I have one question. Actually, one question, probably the same question to the other teams as well. Maybe they can answer a little bit later. Now, among all of you, there is one spokesperson for the team, right? Each team has one spokesperson. Is that spokesperson a leader of the team, or is just a spokesperson? Or how did you choose that person to be a spokesperson?
For our project, I think we kind of did a pretty good job in dividing, including the speakers.
Okay.
And as for, I guess, being a spokesperson, I think for us, a spokesperson would be a bit of a guide. In a way, we can say that, yes, they could be a leader, but
it's just their voice.
Yes, they're a type of leader that knows that they're equal with everyone else. They're just guiding the way a little bit.
Same question I have for the previous groups. I mean, who was your group? What was you were spokesperson? Your team,
yes.
How did they decide you to be spokesperson?
The way that they decided me to be the spokesperson is that when we were working on all our projects, since I have both, I'm talented in both like artwork as well as construction, and construction only because since I do a lot of artwork and ceramics and 3D work, I'm able to help in both. So it was almost as if I was connecting all the team members from both sides of the project aspects. That is why I wasn't really the spokesperson. I was the guide through the presentation, kind of for the audience to know which element we would be presenting next. Yeah.
And so I think if we have to do it again, I would probably sadly we would hide our poles better next time.
Yeah.
Like yesterday when we went to go eat dinner, we came back and we had to spend 20 to 30 minutes trying to find all our poles.
All your?
The balls.
Yeah, I know your rolls were gone.
We won't keep things a bit more organized.
So that means the next time you, as a team, you have to guard your stuff.
Yeah, they were right in the middle right here and then they were gone. So.
Yeah, question?
Can
I get your pictures?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. With the mascot. Winter soldier, like
Should we pick them up or?
Yeah, you can do, anyway, yeah, you can put him in hand or. That's it, even just make it closer.
Just bring it closer.
Closer, yeah. We're squeezing the outside. A little bit more. Okay, right, with the structure. You want to bring the structure up?
Okay.
Yeah. Don't mind holding it.
Table.
Oh wait, let me just put it right here.
That's not gonna stay here. Put it behind the rod, maybe.
Yeah, that's okay. A poster I already got, so there's no. Okay, all the, yeah. Ashik.
Okay, I'm going to get off the table.
It's okay. You can stay there for now. Ashik, you can stay here, and Utsav, you can stay here too. Yeah, yeah, that's good. That's good. Utsav, a little bit in.
Depends.
Okay, just I don't need your leg. I need to see the base. My son-in-law who used to work for Apple, so he has specifically asked me to send him the photos of the structure you guys have made. He might get a job for you, who knows, you know, in one of the high-tech companies.
Maybe we'll get a job. You don't want to go, you guys. We don't want to.
Okay, everybody take a seat. I would suggest that make a horseshoe, make a circle. Everybody make one line, but all the circles.
Oh, on the floor.
Can we just move our chairs?
सभी बाकी तो फोटो लेते हैं।